Hi, I'm Juniper and welcome. Today we're talking about our experiences from the year of 2020. And will you introduce yourself and tell us a little about you?
Yeah, my name's Rick Davis. Diane and I own a pizzeria in Antrim, New Hampshire, and we service a lot of people. We're Christians. We love the Lord, and our main goal is to serve Him and to do His will.
And how has the experience of the last year made you feel, both as a business person and just as Rick?
I actually had the best year of my life in 2020. Business was very good because we're all basically a to-go restaurant. The business was better than normal. God has really blessed us, and we've just had a good year, and I'm very thankful.
And what's during this time, the pandemic, politics, everything swirling in the air, the news is something negative every day. What's something that's given you comfort and hope throughout 2020?
I don't pay attention to the news. I do watch a little bit of it. I don't pay attention to it. I think it's been sort of exaggerated a little bit. We've been very blessed in this area. No instances of the COVID. Still going to church, still meeting. We have been really not affected by it. I think God has His hand on us. We've been blessed, and I'm thankful for it.
What would you say has been the most challenging part of this experience in the past year?
Listening to the negativity, listening to people worried all the time about it, and I understand that, and I sympathize with them. And I'm not ignorant of the fact that people have gotten sick. We've just that part has been challenging. I just encourage people to be safe and cautious and do what's on your heart. Everyone has to do what's in their heart, whether it's wear a mask all the time, not wear a mask, whether to hug or not hug. It's up to them. But I understand it's a challenging time. I'm just thankful.
What do you think the biggest way that this has changed your life in the past year?
Dealing with the state and its regulations.
As a restaurant owner?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've tried, we wear masks when we wait on people, and we try to do our diligent duty. And so that's been a challenge, but it's funny, nobody checks up on what's going on. I could be doing anything and nobody would know about it, but I do what basically they ask us to do.
Are you afraid of anything? Has anything frightened you in this past year through this experience?
No, I'm not. I pray every day that we stay safe, and it's been incredible. Nobody I know has gotten sick around here, and so no, I'm not frightened.
There's been a lot of historical events I've lived through. There's been a lot of historical events you've lived through. How do you think that this experience is different from other historical events in our lifetime?
Diane and I deal with her MS all the time. She is bedridden, and we that keeps us awful busy. Yeah. And it really doesn't. That's our focus. That's focus on serving God and taking care of her and doing. And that's my focus. The pandemic and all that hasn't distracted me. Yeah. I stay focused on the task at hand, and I am, and I believe we've been blessed because of it.
And is there a memory, do you think, from the year that's really stuck out to you as like a cherished memory?
Yeah, I don't know whether it's cherished or not, but when it first came out, the town officials came to me because they told me first. They asked me to close the church, and at first I said, that's ridiculous. Why would you close the church when people need it the most? But they were very adamant about it, and they forced us to. So they didn't force us, but they pretty much advised us we have to do it. So we did it for 3 weeks, and then nothing was going on, and nobody was getting sick, and I said, let's reopen, and we just we reopened, and as far as the restaurant's concerned, it was funny. The first week was like horrible. Nobody was coming out, and then all of a sudden the floodgates opened, and we had more business than we knew what to do with. So that's probably my memory of it. And like I said, I feel just that I've been blessed by God through, and it's not fear, it's faith that we go by.
Yeah. What do you think you've learned from this experience that's been the most valuable to you moving forward?
Not to listen to the news, and I mean, I listen to it, but not to put wholehearted faith in the news and in what they're saying. So to go by what's going on around here, and we've been very, I guess, just very blessed and very lucky. I got no words for it. All I can say is that God has protected us, and we're doing really well.
Is there anyone in your life that you would like to see right now that you can't see?
Our daughter Jackie down in Boston, and her husband Levent and Uzai and Ezra, their kids, they have decided they're going to stay there, and we miss them, and so we can't and I respect their decision. And Levent is very nervous about it all, so I don't want to heap on more anxiety on him. So
what do you worry about the most in your family, in terms of that?
It's they need they're like Levent's like in a state of panic right now, and they need family, and they can't have it. And I feel for them, so I pray all the time. And Jackie's got a strong faith, and we trust that.
Do you feel like this? Has changed you? We see it's changing people around us in different ways, but how do you think that it's made an impact on you?
It's funny. I don't feel like it's made any impact. I feel business as usual. I feel blessed by God. I just feel that I want to stand on His word and what He says to me. I don't listen to other people. I listen to what He says, and however, I'm still sympathetic and caring about what other people feel.
Yeah. If you could ask anyone in life, a family member or a historical figure, or someone you looked up to when you were younger, living or dead, for advice. We've made it through 2020. It's 2021 now. The future's bright. Who would you ask, and what would you ask them?
What's the question again? I'm sorry.
If you could ask anyone in your life, living or dead, for advice. Now we've been through 2020. What next? What advice would you ask them?
I listen to everybody who has God is the God of their life. I respect you a lot. I listen to what you say, and I respect others, my son, and their advice. I'm trying to humble myself and enjoy other people and enjoy their viewpoint and listen to what they have to say.
Now, for those who are watching our interview, tell us a little bit about your son for those who haven't met him.
A little bit about what?
About your son for those who haven't met him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again.
For those who haven't met your son, tell us a little bit about him. Yes.
Nicholas. Yeah, Nicholas is he's 46 years old now. He's quite a son. He had growing up, he was addicted to drugs and alcohol, and he went through a real tough period in his life. However, now he's, probably in the last 10 years, he's turned his life around, and now he's a preacher. And he's the lead preacher of our church. We both preach and teach, and he's got wisdom from God that could only come from God. Mm-hmm. He changes people's lives, and he's very he's just incredibly uplifting and encouraging. And if you have a struggle, he's there for you. We're very proud of him. Both Diane and I are proud of him. Diane did a lot in his younger life, and so did I. And now it's all coming forward.
Yes. And is there anything, if quarantine ended tomorrow, that you would do? What's the first thing you would do?
Burn my mask. Tell everyone else to do the same thing. But some people are going to keep wearing them. I laugh when people are walking down the road all by themselves with a mask on. I just can't get that one. But if it ended tomorrow, I'd be very thankful. I'd probably praise God and be thankful that it's over. It has been tough on people, and I do feel for them. But I tell you, God is a great God. I encourage people to go to him in prayer, and he answers, and he will give you comfort and peace and protection.
And as we close our time together, is there anything else that either of you would like to add?
Anything you'd like to add, honey? No, Diane is pretty quiet about it, but I know she's very thankful for our family, our faith, and all her aides. You're one of them, and people who help her out tremendously, make her day a joyful day.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time. Thank you for sharing your story and the light of hope that you have. And on behalf of the New Hampshire Community Collaborative, thank you so much.